I was once that little Iowa girl who was inspired to dream big, real big. And that dream was more than women's basketball. It was possibility that I turned into reality. I'm still that girl from Iowa, but now it's my turn to inspire. If I can drop 40, you can drop 50. If we can draw 56,000 fans, you can draw 57. If I can sign with Gatorade, you can too.
Once again, Caitlin Clark is shattering stereotypes with a groundbreaking partnership that is causing waves in the sports world. The Iowa star has inked a historic contract with Michael Jordan's well-known company, a move so noteworthy that it has left WNBA legend Diana Taurasi both impressed and maybe a little jealous. This partnership marks a significant milestone that indicates women's basketball is finally making its mark on the international scene.
Special honor has bounced Caitlin Clark's way. The WNBA rookie sensation is now the first athlete since Michael Jordan to have a signature basketball with Wilson's Sporting Goods. She's also the first female athlete ever to have her own signature ball with the brand. The company broke the news today, unveiling 3 limited edition basketballs, celebrating Clark's status as a record-setting athlete and cultural icon. Clark also has endorsement deals with Nike, Gatorade, and State Farm.
Whatever the reason, this partnership goes beyond just sneakers. It symbolizes legacy, ambition, and the shifting dynamics of women's sports. It could be the deal's impressive financial terms, the cultural impact, or the recognition that a new generation of athletes is rising. Prior to getting into the specifics, it's critical to understand the implications for Caitlin and the sport. If you enjoy the story as much as we do, please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the careers of basketball's UPenn coming stars. He is once again on Logo 3 for number 22, saying Sports Insight. Caitlin Clark's ascent to fame through her incredible performances at Iowa and her rise to prominence in collegiate athletics. Caitlin Clark has had an incredible career in basketball. With her record-breaking scoring prowess, Clark has completely reimagined what a superstar is. She is a household name and a marketer's dream thanks to her court vision and appealing personality, but her appeal transcends statistics. With her fierce competition on the court and her personable manner off it, Clark has an unusual capacity to connect with fans from all walks of life, making her an inspiration to aspiring athletes. Her collaboration with Michael Jordan feels like a logical next step in her already remarkable career. Music. Applause. Travel fit a Logo 3 here at one more for number. Applause. Music. 22. However, there have been challenges in her ascent.
On Logo 3. Let's hear it one more time for number 22, Well, I think a lot of folks were wondering, after you talked a lot about waiting until the season was over to make the decision, they were wondering why you decided that right now was the right time to announce.
I think just going into senior night, having that decision clear, not only for myself, but our fans, my teammates, I think that was super important, and honestly just, I don't know, getting the weight of the world off my shoulders and be...
Some detractors contend that her fame has surpassed her accomplishments, although some view her as a representation of a much-needed change in the sport. Caitlin Clark is here to stay and is guiding women's basketball into an exciting new era with her partnership with Michael Jordan. Well, I think a lot of folks were wondering, after you talked a lot about her waiting until the season was over to make the decision, they were wondering why you decided that right now was the right time to announce. I think just going into senior night, having that decision clear, not only for myself, but our fans, my teammates, and I think that was super important. And honestly, just, I don't know, getting the weight of the world off my shoulders and being this collaboration is revolutionary in addition to being important. Although the precise numbers are unknown, industry insiders estimate that Caitlin Clark's multi-year deal with Michael Jordan's company, which includes a signature shoe line and global marketing campaigns, could be worth millions of dollars. It is said to be one of the biggest endorsements ever seen in women's sports. Why is this so significant? It links Clark to a company that stands for excellence. By joining this elite team, Clark makes a strong statement that she is more than just another player. She is a once-in-a-generation talent. Michael Jordan's reputation goes beyond basketball and represents the pinnacle of performance. It's pretty cool. It's got the I feel like it's fever But it's also Iowa, so you get the best of both. Worlds, I have another one that you'll probably see me wear later on that is even more fever, so just wait for that one. But yeah, you got the yellow, they look a little similar to the Bruce Lees that I wear, but like still different. I like the gold swoosh, it's the black, and yellow you can't go wrong, it's just the best color. Honestly, I didn't design the
Horse went #1 overall. It was such a great night to watch her get up there. She's going to the Indiana Fever. She's going to get a contract. So I was so excited watching. And,
Yes, just like amazing.
And by the way, that place sold out. They sold 1,000 tickets.
Because the X Factor lit on their feet to put her back on the floor. In front of us with the goat hats wins the on their feet for deep.
Great gesture.
These ones I just said, yes, I love them, please give them to me. So when they do their job, they do it really well, so they are pretty cool. Given the impressive rise of women's basketball, the timing of this arrangement couldn't be better. This collaboration seems to be a pivotal moment for greater popular acceptance. It is a daring declaration that the sport merits the same respect and resources as its male equivalents and goes beyond simply being a shoe deal. Diana Taurasi's legacy in the public eye, of course, went #1 overall. It was such a great night to watch her get up there. She's going to the Indiana Fever. She's going to get a contract. So I was so excited watching, and just like amazingness. And by the way, that place sold out. They sold a TH tickets in 15 minutes. Diana Taurasi has long been hailed as the greatest women's basketball player of all time. Her impressive resume of accomplishments, which includes multiple WNBA championships, MVP awards, and Olympic gold medals, speaks for itself. But despite her remarkable achievements, Taurasi did not land a deal of this magnitude. During her prime years, this disparity has sparked conversations about the advancement of endorsements in women's sports. In the past, athletes had to fight for every bit of recognition. Today, players like Clark are enjoying the benefits of the foundation set by their forebears. While this is a significant advancement, it can be a harsh reality for some of the sport's veterans. Diana Taurasi is checking because the XOR lit on their feet to impel to put her back on the floor in front of us with the Go Hats wins. Be on their feet for the great gesture in the two Huskies hugging each other. TUR's public reaction has been thoughtful, but there is a hint of jealousy, and commentators have wondered if she feels eclipsed by Clark's quick ascent to fame. While these comparisons may not be totally accurate, they do highlight the incredible progress made by women's sports and the path that still lies ahead in the WNBA's changing landscape. Music, the partnership between Caitlin Clark and Michael Jordan represents a turning point for the WNBA as a whole, as well as for Clark herself, indicating that women's basketball is finally receiving the recognition it merits as a sport and a cultural phenomenon. Longtime players who have devoted years to the game have also disclosed tensions inside the league as a result of the surge in attention. Seeing young athletes like Clark land deals that they could only have imagined is more than just jealousy. It signifies a scientific shift in the way the sport is viewed and promoted as wills to take you off, but she saw that was there with help. However, this collaboration also acts as a uniting factor for the WNBA, showcasing the league's capacity to attract major endorsements and the abundance of talent and fan support that are available. If properly capitalized upon, this momentum might open doors for all players, not only the Bright Stars. The rivalry between Wilson and Paige Becker. Whilst music, not only is Caitlin Clark generating headlines, but she also enjoys her new partnership, while Wilson and Boers have secured their fair share of endorsement deals. How does Clark's deal compare to Wilson's $78 million contract with Nike and Paige Boo's rising fame? The Michael Jordan brand carries weight of its own and is more than just a financial agreement. It represents a legacy. This competition transcends contracts. It's about influence. Each player brings special qualities, and their rivalries both on and off the court are generating interest in ways that benefit all parties. Clark's deal feels like a crowning achievement, solidifying her as the face of women's basketball. Supporters voice their opinions. Different responses present Caitlin Clark. There's really no numbers to compare to because she's going to be off the charts. So how do you and your team think of unique ways, or like you have to go in and kind of go to the drawing boards and then create something after that, right? Or is that stuff that you just create the new market? Yeah, I mean, it's not like there's not an established playbook, and I'm very lucky to be working with Ellen Zucker, who's like probably one of the most iconic and prolific marketing agents in the history of sports. Since the announcement of Clark's contract, social media has been ablaze with reaction. Supporters see her as a trailblazer who brought women's basketball into the mainstream, while detractors contend that other worthy athletes ought to be given the same chance. One fan reacted, "What about the veterans who paved the way? This feels like a slap in the face to players like Taurasi, another fan, responded, Caitlin Clark is a future she's earned as partnership. Did you see this Caitlin Clark quote?